Welcome to this week's episode. We're going to talk about Habitat for Humanity. We're going to talk about
HFH?
HFH. We're going to talk about
That's how I refer to it.
we're going to talk about Loring Park. We're going to do a little boom time action, and then we're going to skedaddle. So
That sounds great.
join us.
This must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place. Ain't no time to waste. Ain't no time to waste. So whether you in Minneapolis or St. Paul, Bloomington to Maple Grove, from the east side to the west side, down south to way up north, let me hear you say, this must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to This Must Be the Place. First time in a long time.
First time in a long
This
time.
must be the place. The only Twin Cities real estate and real estate adjacent podcast where one of the hosts thinks a short sale is a post-summer ad campaign by Old Navy.
Ooh, that's not where I thought you were going to go with that one.
Short sale.
Short sale.
Short sale.
Yes.
See, it's like a homonym.
I thought you were going to go with like a tiny house.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about dwarves just then.
No, yeah, like a smaller house. You know, where everything is miniaturized. Like a short sale.
Have you dealt with any short sales? I have not.
Which one? Like the Old Navy kind, the small house variety, or the
I guess
the bank you owe the bank more money than the property.
I guess any of the three, although you wear shorts almost exclusively as a rule, so I would imagine.
It is summer.
Why do you wear shorts?
It is second summer in the Twin Cities, and as we all know, second summer is a time to get the last, like, little bit of juice out of all of your summer things. You're running outside, you're wearing shorts, you're golfing, you're playing basketball, you're doing all the things you would do in summer. You're grilling.
Yeah.
You got to take advantage of second summer in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Because
we know
false winter comes really quickly around Halloween.
Yeah.
Or
that
winter,
week. Yeah.
Winter 1.
I mean, how many years have you been out trick-or-treating with your kids when it's been 41 degrees?
Every year.
A lot of years.
Yeah, and it's like you're chugging along 60s, and then like Halloween, and it just drops 25 degrees that day just to make sure your kids have to wear coats over their costumes.
Yeah.
That is how Minnesota works. So yes, I've dealt with short sales.
Speaking of which,
Old Navy.
Remember the bit that we do where Andrew is a 46-year-old man and doesn't know shit?
Yeah. Yeah. Is that a bit?
No. I thought the word was Halloween until I was 15 years old.
15, bro? 15? Did you never spell it in school?
It was
You're
a
going
blind
to go to a Halloween party?
It was a blind spot. Halloween.
Not speaking of Gravity Falls, but you know that's like one of my favorite kids' cartoons.
You've mentioned, yeah.
It's like the Twin Peaks of cartoons. It's a classic. It will go down as a classic. It is like the Twin Peaks. It's very spooky, sort of like lots of paranormal activity happening, but quirky at the same time. Anyway, they have an episode called Summerween, which is about
not Summerweem.
No, it's not Summerweem. Summerween, and a candy monster comes out. And it's made of all the gross discarded candy that no one eats. So
candy corn.
Candy corn is a main.
Milky Ways.
Yep. Like all the suckers.
Yeah.
Like all the random like hard candies that you get from. So
Werther's Originals.
There's a time and a place for a Werther's Original.
The time is never and the place is the garbage. So you were right, technically.
Are Halloween facts by Andrew Shields. Are we going to have a Halloween episode this year?
I think it will be the week after Halloween.
Should we dress up
for Halloween?
For Halloween.
Oh my God. 15 years old. And I remember just coming to the realization that I was wrong and just not telling a soul that just
My wife has those things.
yeah.
I blame her for the Sylviisms that my daughter has.
Oh yeah.
And hers revolves around not wanting to say certain words sometimes. So like cocktail feels dirty to her. So it's a cocktail with a T, cocktail. Vietnamese food was Vietnamese food, like with an L.
No.
And so I asked her early on in our relationship, does that mean the country is Vietnam?
Right.
And she didn't have an answer for that one. So love you, baby. You don't. She doesn't listen anyway. So
My mother-in-law, who also doesn't listen, calls it calamari.
that's a good one.
So-
Calamari.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Pancakes.
Eating calamari in the Kalahari.
In
Pancakes?
In Vietnam.
Pancakes are good. Wasn't there? An
No,
episode
her
of The
name's
Office with pancakes?
her name's Pam, so I call
Oh,
I
okay.
call her pancakes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so what are we getting into this week, man? You want to start with the good, the bad, or the ugly?
I don't know what
That means?
you're referring to.
No. I think we should start with Habitat for Humanity.
I want to start with this too because Casey sent me an innocuous enough text about a week ago. Say we were talking about our schedule for this for this week that is happening right now, and you mentioned something about I've got that H habitat thing, or I don't know. You referred to
I
it.
said I got that habitat.
I got that habitat thing. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. And I texted back something like, okay.
Yeah.
And then we got closer to the date of what we're about to talk about. And you were like, I've got that Habitat for Humanity thing tomorrow. And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? I never got an email. And you were like, you got multiple emails.
I think I actually called you from the site
You did call me from
and
the
said,
site.
hey, I'm at that Habitat
Yes,
for Humanity
yes.
build, to which you said, what are you talking about?
That's right.
To which I said, you got some emails.
Yes. And I refuse to believe I did.
So
Although I do delete emails very rapidly if
Yeah.
I don't think that they apply to me.
Sure. So the reason I came to be aware of it, it was mentioned at a sales meeting. And as we all know, you don't attend sales meetings. Or rarely attend sales meetings.
That's the word.
Yeah,
rarely.
So, and they mentioned we're going to be doing a Habitat for Humanity thing. Shout out Keith, because Keith is the one that I think organized it or chose the site or whatever. He was the team lead. Showed up late. Had to drop him a pin. He didn't know what a pin was, so now he knows what a pin is. Keith is a broker.
He straddles the line between Gen X and Boomer, doesn't he? Or no, he's Gen X probably.
I'm not sure. So Keith is an agent
Just not knowing what a pin
at our
is.
office,
Yeah.
and Keith is he's the shit.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
I love Keith,
He's
man.
a good
I'm
dude.
trying to get him on this podcast because he would be great. So it was great hanging out with him during the Habitat build, and Jill was there, and Sarah and Lindsay were there from Burnett Title, and the Michael Caslow team was there, and so it was a fun day. And it was also something that has like been on my bucket list because you grow up watching shows, and inevitably within like a series, I feel like, especially like a Modern Family or something like that, they'll have an episode where they're on a Habitat for Humanity build, and they're like
Chaos ensues.
Yeah, standing up the framing for a wall or something like that.
A lot of Steve Urkel, did I do that?
Yes,
kind of
right.
thing. Yeah.
And then you get if you follow anything about American history or know anything about presidents or Jimmy Carter or anything, you know that he was huge with Habitat Humanity, and in fact they have the Jimmy Carter Build Day every year, and he came to the site in St. Paul.
Really?
Last year,
The other day?
Last year.
Oh, okay.
There were 800 volunteers that day. So so it was a cool thing that I wanted to do, and for those who don't know, Habitat Humanity builds homes.
Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat for Humanity. HFH builds homes for, they build affordable housing for people who otherwise might not be able to afford single family homes or home ownership. And usually it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. And this site in particular was called the Heights in St. Paul. And there's something like 30, 40 some houses being built.
Where?
The east side. So
Got
off of close to White Bear Ave in Arlington. So straddling
Understood.
Maplewood.
Yeah.
Which was also funny watching all the Minneapolis people complain about getting to the east side of St. Paul.
Oh, yeah. Especially with 94 construction.
Yeah, yep. And so you walk on this site, and it's a huge site, man. They got single family, duplex, 3 and 4plexes. And, you know, you get your hard hat and your vest, and we're with a team, so we meet in the house, and shout out Angie, our team lead, who runs us through sort of safety protocols and what they do, and then you're given a task. And so it's in the build on Wednesday, it was either laying flooring, doing some painting, or hanging what they call the closet hang rails. I call them cleats for shelving. So the cleats that go in a closet, and then you put the shelving on top of the cleats that hang to the wall.
Yeah.
So you could choose what you wanted to do. I did flooring, and it was just click and lock LVP. And with paired off with people, and Michael Caslow and myself and Keith and some other people from our office. Jonna,
yeah.
Yeah.
Love Jonna.
She was there kicking ass.
Yeah.
And we all laid floor in a house and basically knocked out what was left of the room, covered the flooring, cut the LVP, and did a day's worth of work to try to bring these houses closer to being finished so they can be owned by deserving families who apply through the Habitat program and are financed through Habitat as a lending company and meet certain income criteria for affordable housing.
Yeah.
And they get this house was gonna be sweet, man. It was like 2,800 square feet, 5 bed, 3 bath. They're all slab on grade, so there's no basement.
Got it.
2-car garage. I mean, it was awesome, man. And it was it felt like I was doing something good for the community. It felt like I was giving back. When you sit on your ass for a living, doing something physical labor makes you appreciate people in the trades who do that every day. My body hurt
for
the next
40
day.
years. Absolutely.
Yeah, and so it checked all sorts of boxes for me personally and professionally and like morally and ethically, and I would certainly do it again. And I hope Coldwell.
So it was selfish. It made you feel good about yourself.
Yeah. It was had nothing to do with anybody else.
Yeah.
And so I hope as an office we do it again. I hope we do it every year.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
I would encourage more people from our office to join because it was pretty cool. And it was also fun getting to know people in the office in a different context, in a different light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Having different conversations that didn't revolve around all the mundane stuff or problem solving that we had to do for our clients, but watching people who are otherwise competent, amazing human beings struggle with how to measure something a 1/4 inch off the wall or use a speed square to stop something as you're banging it in with a rubber mallet. Different strokes for different folks, man. It was fun. And there was fun to be had. I will say that I may or may not have knocked a fire extinguisher out of a second floor window that exploded upon hitting the ground and sprayed foam all over the place. May or may not have happened, but by the same token, Mike Caslow may or may not have put that fire extinguisher in the window to be knocked. May or may not have been him. I don't really know. All we know is we saw a fire extinguisher in between the houses with the spray kind of everywhere, and we were all wondering how that might or might not have gotten to that.
Did it explode, or did it just come out? Was the hose just like...
It just initiated. Maybe. Allegedly.
Yeah, right. We don't have all the facts yet.
We don't have the fact. And maybe there's video. Maybe there's not. Maybe we'll never know. But it was certainly fun to talk about what might have transpired in that.
The speculation alone seems...
So it was good, man. It was
fodder.
From 8:30 to 2:30 because Wednesday's their short day for meetings or whatever. And it's going to be cool to see these sites all come together.
That is awesome. I would love to do it if for no other reason than to be the type of person that you were talking about, where you have to help me with like a tape measure, where I have to be like, Casey, what's 3/8 of an inch, like that kind of thing.
There's a guy in our office, and I forget how to say his name. I want to say it's like Javi, but I don't know if the J is silent. J. I forget how to pronounce his name, and I apologize. It's the first time I met him.
Sure.
Great guy. But he needs a lot of like information around cutting and stuff. And like I've done this kind of work before, like in the studio, I've laid floor or whatever. And so I'm just like, no, let's rack it out. Let's get some things going here. Let's get this measurement. And I'm very much just like, let's just do it. Let's not overthink it, man. Let's just make it happen. So it was fun to have like see the different types of personalities come together, because nobody wants to be like bossy in those scenarios, right? Because we're all there to help. And so it's to have some people be like, well, you know what you're doing and tell me what to do. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. But here's what I would do. Like, have fun. You can do it, man. Go measure it, go cut it. And if it's wrong, it's wrong, man. And, and we'll figure it out. Secondarily, though, we'll bring it back to a sort of a wider program. And they made sure to let us know about this. And I think it's a good program, is that Habitat for Humanity recently just started offering their lending services for up to 100% of the area median income.
Okay.
Right? For non-Habitat for Humanity houses.
That's great.
So it is a way for people who are looking for affordable housing or looking for lending options that allow them maybe some leeway and work with specifically different income requirements, to work with Habitat as just a lender on the home and not necessarily have to be a Habitat built home. Because how Habitat generally works is they provide the first mortgage on a property, and if the home goes above that for lending purposes, there's a second mortgage that the homeowner would carry on the property. And if the homeowner is able to live in the house long enough and pay off that first mortgage, Habitat will forgive that entire second mortgage.
Oh, that's great.
And then the homeowner owns the house free and clear and can sell it like any other single family home.
Does the homeowner own the land and the house, or just the house? Do you know?
I think they own the whole parcel at that point.
Okay.
Correct? Yeah. And so typically, once a Habitat home, most of the time it always gets sold back to Habitat.
Sure.
And then resold to another Habitat for Humanity client, we'll say. But if you pay off that loan and get your second loan forgiven, it's free and clear and you can do with what you want. So there are other options. It was cool to see all the lending options they offer. So if you're a first-time home buyer, if you have maybe some credit stipulations or some income requirements that you don't really meet for traditional lending, it really might be worth going to Habitat for Humanity, I think .org or habitat.org. We'll tag it in the notes of the show and the info of the show on YouTube, and I think it's habitatforhumanity.org, and you can look at their lending options, even if it's not a Habitat build, and that might be a good resource for some.
Yeah, and as a buyer, you're just looking for tools in your toolbox.
Yep.
And you want as many tools in your toolbox as possible, and that's just another one.
Yeah. So wish you were there, because it was pretty.
I wish I would have known about it.
And
swear to God, I had no idea.
I'll tell you about it. I just assumed that you weren't into it, because their one caveat in the office was like, if you sign up for this, you better show up.
Yeah.
So like, don't do the thing where it's like a CE kind of thing where half the people sign up and never show up.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that, right? But if you show up, Habitat is counting on you to be there to finish that work.
Right.
Because it takes so much longer for Habitat to build a home than regular contractors.
Yeah.
And that's
they're
long
not pumping
process,
one out in 4 months.
Yeah. Because it's guys like me who don't lay flooring for a living.
Right.
Trying to figure out how to make this all happen.
Correct.
But I will also say that they really make you do the work. in terms of making sure it's quality. So if like the piece of LVP has a cracked sort of seam on it or isn't 100% like structurally sound, like you'll discard that. They won't let you put a seam staggered in the wrong area. You'll pull up the floor and refix that. So they really want to make sure that the work that is being done, even though it's being done by volunteers, is high quality for a deserving family who deserves a house that is up to the standards of any other house that's being built.
So the 2x4s in framing, for instance, you're not going to have big notches taken out of them.
All to code, all the same as like you would get from a new build builder. And all checked by these amazing people like Angie who come around and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do.
That's great.
So.
Yeah, I did that when I was like 14. I went out to Boston and did a Habitat for Humanity build.
Oh, you've done it. Sweet.
Yeah, but I was 14, so I was just there just doing whatever I could do. But anyway, cool story, bro.
Yeah. Well, next time.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
And now, This Must Be the Place presents Neighborhood Watch.
Neighborhood Watch.
I'm so excited.
We're headed to...
Imagine being magically whisked away to Loring Park.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I get that from Wayne's World because it might be my favorite movie ever. It's definitely top 5, but like they were part of the movie. The bit was they were
like, you could rewatch it. You think it's that good?
Oh, I rewatch it at least 2 or 3 times a year.
Are you a Mike Myers fan in general?
No.
So I Married an Axe Murderer is not...
I love So I Married an Axe Murderer. I love it.
What about Austin Powers?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so you're a Mike Myers fan.
I guess.
Hey, elbows up.
I don't understand what that means.
Keep going.
They had a green screen in Wayne's World, and they did. Yeah, and they were going to different states, and they're about to go to their next state, and Wayne goes, "Imagine being magically whisked away to," and then Delaware pops up. He goes,
That's right.
"Delaware."
Yeah.
And then Garth goes, "Hi, I'm in Delaware."
Do you remember that?
Anyway,
Loring
Park.
green scenes. Yeah. See how much better it sounds this week?
Yeah, this is
I don't
great.
feel like I have to talk like this.
No, this is fantastic.
Temper my enthusiasm.
No.
Hi, this must be the place.
Yeah.
AKA NPR. And
Right. We can pretend
like
like
a Sweaty Balls episode.
we can pretend like we're not that. We can pretend like we're the ladies' man in his studio.
Yeah. So good to be back.
Yeah. Quick tangent. My other, and I know you know the ladies' man.
Yeah.
My favorite line in the ladies' man is when the guy was looking over his application, Tim Meadows, aka the ladies' man, and he goes, "It says here, what is this? One of your interests is Dabbit?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's the butt."
That movie is a cult classic
It's
for me.
so good. It's like MacGruber for me.
Was your father a meat burglar? Because it looks like someone stole 2 ham hocks and put them in your pants.
Anyway, Loring Park.
Yes, Loring Park.
Where's Loring Park? Are you familiar?
I am familiar.
Have you been?
I have been. I have many Loring Park stories.
I
will not share one of them because my son would be pretty embarrassed.
Okay.
But yes, I know where Loring Park is. It is a park and a community that surrounds that park.
Yeah, it's a neighborhood and a park, yep.
And it basically goes from, we'll call it Nicollet and 94. And if you follow 94 west, where it turns into the tunnel, the Lowry Tunnel.
Yep.
And then turns north, and you follow that around to just north of the Basilica.
Yeah.
And then take that over to, I'm not sure exactly what street, 11th or something like that, where it crosses back over Hennepin.
Yeah, not to like the theater district.
No, not quite to the theater.
No.
Right before, or really right enveloping the, what's now called the Minneapolis College.
Yes.
The Butcher and the Boar, I'm not sure what it's called now. That is on the...
Butcher's Tail, maybe?
That's on the other side. That's on the street, the side of the street that is no longer in Loring Park.
Yes.
So it's actually a bigger neighborhood than I thought, and it envelops a ton of churches and the convention center and lots of legal firms, as you can find out from looking at Google Maps.
Okay, I
Lots
did not
of
do
law
that.
firms.
I did not do
Yeah.
that.
But it's cool. And then the park itself is great. So,
Yes,
and your favorite restaurant in the world is in Loring Park. One of them, at least.
it is.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm sure you're going to get to that.
We'll talk about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
the neighborhood itself is in the southwest part of downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Kind of right among all these different highways and byways that get you all over the Twin Cities, but
Yeah.
it's kind of plopped right there.
It's like the nexus of them.
Yeah, it is kind of the nexus. Yeah. And probably like the last 20 years, I don't know how far back it goes, but what you hear most associated with Loring Park is probably Pride, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And the Pride Festival and the parade ends at Loring Park, but the Pride Festival is in Loring Park. And it's over a weekend in June every year. And every year it gets bigger and bigger and more sponsors and more sponsors. And it is kind of illustrative of what the Twin Cities are in terms of friendliness to the LGBTQ community.
Sure.
And it's just an amazingly cool place to let your freak flag fly.
That's
Because I go there every year and I volunteer in booths every year. And it's some of the most friendly, amazing, cool people that are dressed like absolute stuff you don't see.
You're talking about Pride itself.
I'm talking about the Pride Festival.
But Loring Park as a community is very obviously accepting of.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why it's sort of the. I hate the word nexus. We're going to use it again. But
We're going to use it again.
That's sort of why it's where Pride is, takes place.
Yeah.
Well, the park is pretty sweet. But there's also
Park's awesome.
Loring Park, the neighborhood, has a large LGBTQ community.
Yes.
And it's like a really cool place to live in terms of access to downtown, access to the arts, at the Walker, access to the
Sculpture
park
gardens
itself,
right
the
there.
Sculpture gardens,
Yeah.
super walkable,
Yep.
bikeable, the Greenway, the Loring Park
The Loring Park Greenway, yeah, or Loring
links
Greenway,
right
yeah.
up to Nicollet Mall. So yeah, it's if you're a fan of like urban living and walkability and all that, like Loring Park is sweet.
If you want to purchase a single family home, it's
tough.
Look elsewhere.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Lots of condos.
Tons of condos.
Lots of apartments.
Lots of rentals, a lot of apartments, but a lot of really, if you want to purchase something that will build equity, you can definitely do that in Loring Park.
Sure. Some of they're more like older established condominium buildings.
Yes.
I don't know too much about like how updated they are, how fancy they are compared to like the North Loop per se.
Some of the
but it's
rentals are
Yeah.
that. Maybe not quite as, sleek and updated as North Loop, but some
the
of the
character
rentals
is better.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, some of the North Loop buildings have a lot of characters because they're old
For
warehouses.
warehouses, sure. I just think of like the over by the Women's Club.
Yeah.
That's there. Like
Yeah.
they're all those like I don't want to call them brownstones because they're not brownstones. I don't really know what type of buildings they are. They're like
I think of them as brownstones, but you're from out east, so my idea of a brownstone.
okay, so we'll call them brownstones.
Yeah.
But they're like fourplex, sixplex,
Yes.
character-driven
Yes.
apartments.
Yeah.
They're sweet. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you don't really get elsewhere in the city. Maybe some parts of Elliott Park, which borders Loring Park. But yeah, I love Loring Park from that standpoint.
I only ever go to Loring Park for Pride and to go to Guy Noi, which we talked about is my favorite restaurant, my wife's favorite restaurant.
Lurcott was there, but it's
Lurcott
closing.
was there,
That's
yeah.
Twin Cities sort of
Staple.
mainstay. Yes.
Yeah, Lurcott was, restaurants are cyclical.
Yeah.
And very, very few stand the test of time. And Lurcott did for a long time.
Yeah.
Because it was right there. But
Yeah.
closed down less than a year ago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son had his first birthday party at Loring Park
Oh, cool.
because my wife is bananas, and her and my mom got together to throw a ridiculous first birthday party for like a 1-year-old. Might have been his second birthday party. No, it was like a first birthday party afterwards, right? So all of our friends show up with their other friggin' infants, holding them with their finger in the pacifier in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the pavilion at Loring Park was where we had it. And they had the little kiddie pool out there. So you have parents with their infants waiting in and like the infant's older brothers. So it was like 3-4-year-olds and down. And then just like a bunch of parents who from all over the cities because we had lived everywhere. And like my parents had like catered it up a little bit. And like I remember the woman.
It sounds like fun.
It sounds like fun, but the woman who was like running the pavilion or whatever was like, ooh, what's this for or whatever. And my wife was like, it's our son's first birthday party. And she was like,
Are you sure you want to do that here?
are you? No, she was like, lucky, like this is a hell of a blowout for a kid's first birthday party, man. It was like, so
Over the top.
over the top, but also cool. And then they have different festivals in Loring Park every year beyond Pride, right?
Yeah.
So like the Winter Carnival.
Holidazzle.
Holidazzle, thank you. Ends in Loring Park or has like ice sculptures or like little huts and booths set up for like hot chocolate and vendors. I don't know if you have any of that stuff written, but I feel like there's sort of festivals or events happening in the park all throughout the year.
Yeah.
Whether it's like pickleball tournaments or
100%.
races
It's one of the coolest little things of the many things that make Minneapolis cool and make Minneapolis, quote unquote, Minneapolis. Loring Park has to be discussed, I feel like.
Do you know what the median price? It's all over the place in Loring Park.
I was going to say, because there's no single family homes, I'm going to guess it's pretty low. I'm going to guess like $240,000.
Well, we go anywhere from, I'll give you a snapshot of the last 3 months.
Yeah.
So in the last 3 months, we were at $379,000, which is almost at the Twin Cities average at the time.
Yes.
And then we go to $175,000.
Jesus.
And then we're back up to $224,000, and now we are down to $146,000.
Yeah.
So small sample size
Very
because it's
small
not the
sample
rolling
sizes.
average.
Right.
Let's go
It's
to
a lot of one bed, one bath condos
we're gonna
being
go to
sold
the
lately.
we're gonna go to the rolling 12-month over the last 5 years just to give a better average.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you can see, and our viewers or listeners can't see this, as the Twin Cities average has been climbing over the past 3 years, it's a bit of a divergence in Loring Park. It stayed pretty consistent around $250,000, except for 2025. It's kind of dipped maybe to 220, something like that. Yeah. And I think probably that has to do with, the age and the amenity a lot of the properties in Loring Park.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those neighborhoods that, to me personally, is like, might be a cool time to try to get in because it feels like it is one of those things where like St. Anthony, Maine, right? St. Anthony, Maine for years was like sort of on the decline.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, it became the place where everything was being built in Northeast, and St. Anthony, Maine is becoming regentrified. And like, I would love
Uptown
to have a
too.
place. Uptown, North Loop.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like Loring Park is maybe due for one of those like, hey, this is gonna be a cool side of town again.
Yeah.
And the place to be.
It's a good theory. I like it.
I don't know if it's gonna come true or not. It's like I was involved in the Minneapolis rap scene for quite some time. Right?
Yes.
And every year we're like, this is the year, man, where Minneapolis is the one one artist is gonna explode and everybody's gonna come with it, Atmosphere is gonna blow up and then they're gonna be looking
They
for all
did
these
blow
other
up, right?
Sure, but not like ever to like the Nelly.
No.
Where he could bring the St.
Right.
Lunatics and Chingy along with him,
Sure.
right? So I have those same hopes for Loring Park. But even if it never happened, man, it's still a super cool place to go and a place that we go a couple times a year, whether it's for restaurants. Lotus, Vietnamese.
I've never been, but I know, of course I know of it. It's right there.
It's like if Quang is the South Minneapolis stalwart that's been around forever and the one that people think of, Lotus is like the undervalued, underrepresented little brother to that because it's been there forever and it's also really friggin' good. So if you're in Loring Park, I'm sure there's not a night where Lotus isn't packed because it's just a neighborhood staple.
Yeah, it's been there forever. You drive by it all the time,
Yep.
for sure.
And East Street starts in Loring Park. I mean, not East Street, but Nicollet, kind of where Ocean Air was.
Yeah,
You know, the Hyatt.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
what else you got with Loring Park?
I got the Basilica of St. Mary, man.
Oh, dude. Speak on
It's one of, in one of our first episodes ever, we did Cathedral Hill, I think,
Cathedral
right?
Hill, yeah.
We talked about the cathedral,
Yeah.
the history of it.
Yeah.
Its sister property,
Yeah, Archdiocese of Minneapolis.
Archdiocese of Minneapolis, is the Basilica of St. Mary's, which is right there on that. What direction would that be? Northwest corner?
It's
whatever.
northeast corner of 94 and Hennepin.
Yeah, but of the neighborhood. Whatever. Basilica of St. Mary. You know it, you love it, you've seen it a million times. If you're ever going anywhere on 94 through
Yeah.
Minneapolis, it's
Yeah.
right there. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, architecturally stunning.
Yeah. Classic piece of the Minneapolis skyline, even though it's not like skyline.
Yeah,
but it
for
is,
sure,
you know?
for sure.
You got the cherry on the spoon. You got the Basilica.
Right there.
You got the IDS.
Right next to each other. And then the
they're all
IDS
parts
is
of-
over
yeah.
there, and then you
Yeah.
got US Bank Stadium
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Archbishop John Ireland.
Ooh.
Big name in these
As of
parts.
John Ireland Boulevard in St. Paul.
In downtown, right?
Yep.
He was the one that planned it, and then this dude named Lawrence S. Donaldson.
Larry D.
Guess what he was famous for? See, this will test your Minnesota bona
He
fides.
was Mickey D's brother, Larry D. And he was a co-founder of McDonald's that was silently pushed out, had to sign a quitclaim deed, and died as a unhoused person on the steps of the Basilica.
So close.
No,
You're
no.
clearly not originally from
No,
Minnesota.
I know Donaldson.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, he's a builder, Donaldson Construction.
All right. So Lawrence S. Donaldson is one of the two founding brothers of Donaldson's. Donaldson's.
Fuck is Donaldson?
It's a department store, bro.
Herberger's little brother?
Yeah.
Nah, don't know it.
Donaldson's.
Don't
It
know.
was like a big deal around here. Like, you had Dayton's
And Donaldson?
and Donaldson's.
Ooh, guess which one won?
Clearly, the Donaldsons did not have their
The
business
Daytons
plan.
and the Donaldsons
Yeah.
fought in a battle royale, and the Daytons came out victorious when they ripped the heart from Larry D's chest, took
But-
a bite of it, spit it on the ground.
Spit it on the ground. But the turn of the century, going from the 1800s to the 1900s, the Donaldson dude was the freaking cock of the walk.
Oh, that's a term you don't hear often.
No, he was rich as hell, and
Yeah.
he donated that one block parcel of land on
Interesting.
which the Basilica of St. Mary's currently lies to the Archbishop
Okay.
and the Archdiocese.
Yeah.
So then they commissioned this dude named Emmanuel Louis Mascaret,
Okay.
a Frenchman,
Okay.
to design it.
Okay.
He also designed the cathedral
Okay.
in St. Paul.
Yep.
The Beaux Arts style
Yeah.
was like, I believe it was a school called Beaux Arts in Arts in
BAUX.
BAUX.
Beautiful arts.
in France. So he was one of the founding members of this architectural style.
Yeah.
And he designed it. The groundbreaking was 1907. Guess how long it took to build?
14 years.
7 years. Not bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it opened in 1914.
Yeah.
And it's been open ever since.
You don't say.
I do say. It did have a copper dome on the exterior that they've painted over the years because
Okay.
it gets that patina on it,
yeah.
you know?
They don't like the patina?
I guess not, because it turns green, like oxidizes or
Yeah.
something. I ain't no
Yeah, it's like
scientist, bro.
Statue of Liberty is.
Yeah, and like the cathedral in St. Paul, same thing. That used to be green too. And they painted it bronze.
polished it up.
They repainted or
Yeah.
whatever it bronze.
Yeah, keep going.
I'm almost done. Now, I wanted to talk to you about this too. There's a certain thing that existed that I believe exists again called the Basilica Block Party.
Yeah, now it's on Boom Island.
last year was on Boom Island. Yes, it took a couple years off, and then they brought it back, and it was on Boom Island last year.
Yeah.
So it actually should be called the Boom Island Block Party.
Yeah.
Whatever. But it was a big thing around here for
Long time.
15 years, probably.
Yeah.
And I dug into it a little bit. It was
It was
like
like the biggest festival.
it was like a
In my college days, it was the biggest festival.
Friday night, Saturday night,
Yeah.
Sunday day at the Basilica, music festival, multiple stages, wristbands, beer, food, all that stuff. In my opinion, horseshit music. I looked at all. I went through year by year and looked at all of the artists that played it.
Like the best artist they had ever there might have been like Train or Blink 182. Like that's the type of music.
Okay.
Bare Naked Ladies maybe one time?
I put them in categories of good and bad.
Okay, let's do it.
Good.
Well, no. Why don't you tell me?
You've already mentioned a couple of the bads.
You tell me the band, and I want to see if I can guess where you put it.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Bad.
Correct.
Okay.
Imagine Dragons.
For you, bad. Me, marginal. Bad.
Bad.
Okay, keep going.
Wilco.
Good.
Correct.
This is Andy's. I'm guessing Andy's.
He's guessing me.
Okay.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Good.
Awful.
Bad.
Bad. The Fray.
Good.
Bad.
Bad. I don't even know who the Fray are. Bad.
They say, where did I go?
Oh, yeah, terribly
bad. Road a
Yes.
friend. The Avett Brothers.
Good.
Awful. Just the worst.
My fault. You don't like this. You're jogging my memory now.
Yeah.
You don't like white people music unless it is white people music. Like if it's country or blues or has any soul and it's by a white person, you can't stand it.
But I was about to say Casey Musgraves.
Unless it's a
Good.
female.
Yeah.
They get a little
American.
more leeway.
They get a little more leeway because I do like Casey Musgraves. But
It's got to be cheesy, corny pop or like just very clearly like white person music. Like Wilco.
Dude. Yeah. Like dad, like white dad music.
Yeah.
So of the bad, the genre of which you brought this up, Avett Brothers, Head in the Heart,
I don't know them.
Lumineers,
Yeah.
Death Cab for
The Lumineers,
Cutie.
wasn't that? Oh, that's the Raconteurs.
Yeah.
My bad.
The
They're good.
Fray.
Yeah.
Like this bland,
Yeah.
inoffensive,
Yeah.
boring,
Yeah.
Ray LaMontagne.
Like Cities 97
yes,
All-Stars.
like music to just tune out and forget about. I hate it.
But
But they also had Cake and Spoon. I love Cake and Spoon. They're two separate
another
bands.
example of like clearly very white people music. For example, I'm going to throw a name out for you and you're going to say good or bad. I'm guessing he's going to say good. They might be Giants.
Great.
Boom. Right there. Boom.
Oh, you know me so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whitest of the white people. I just don't like, you know what I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like white people that just blatantly.
You think it's cosplay?
I think it's cosplay. And
Chris Stapleton, we had this debate.
and it's the word I use is pastiche.
Yes.
It's copying and exploitative
And
to me.
And I think all music has been already made. And so
too on the
everybody
nose.
copies from somebody. And as long as you bring your originality to it while acknowledging your part in possible like appropriation or the history of the music and the culture that it belongs to, then people like Hall & Oates or Chris Stapleton or
bad
are great.
And you're probably right. I'm just talking about myself.
But like a band like
But like Brandy Carlisle, bad. Casey Musgraves, good.
I don't know much about Brandy.
Can I explain
Carlisle.
this? No.
Okay, it's more of a feeling.
It's
It's a visceral reaction to a name.
yeah.
Welcome to Boom Times, a segment called Boom Times, Boom Times.
BoomTimes. Let's
Yeah.
just do BoomTimes.
Let's-
I
yeah.
got some other stuff, but I'll save it.
I think we should be quick. And I will say,
expeditious.
so next week we're gonna do a mailbag next week,
Sounds great.
and the mailbag is in response to the Summit Avenue Regional Trail. And we're not going to talk about it this week. We'll talk about it next week because I think this episode is going to get too long if we do that.
Yes.
But I love the fact that we got some response and some feedback on an episode with some counterpoints to speaking about the Summit Avenue Regional Trail. And so I thought it would be a fair thing to maybe revisit that conversation and just talk about what some of those counterpoints are. And you can talk about your feelings related to those. I can talk about my feelings related to those. And shout out Maggie D for sending that our way, friend of the pod. And we will absolutely get to that next week. So what do you got for BoomTimes this week?
I'm not super prepared for BoomTime. Normally I've got a pocket of six or seven things.
I'm gonna blow your mind with what I'm gonna talk about.
Go ahead. I've got something, but you go first.
The summer I turned pretty.
Oh my God, my daughter is watching that, and every time I walk into the room and it's on, I'm like, nope, and I turn right back around.
So it's a cultural phenomenon.
It is.
I must say.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a trash show, and then I realized all of the music they use. Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift.
Train, The Head and the Heart, the Lumineers, the Avett Brothers.
Nope.
What was
Artists
that one?
that are not cheap to license.
Yeah.
Which means that there's money behind the show. Which means that like someone is going to make a push to make this thing really big. So
doesn't mean it's good though.
No, but it means that like it's not just like this little show that like kids are into. It means like it's a show that Netflix is investing in.
Yeah.
Come to find out that it's a book series. That
you know what else they put a bunch of money into? Avatar.
Sure. Listen, I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is, in terms of teenage, coming of age, like shows of that ilk.
Yeah.
Pretty well written and really well done. If we're talking on the spectrum of 90210 to this, 90210 over here, like this over here, where's my so-called life fall in that thing for you, right? Probably to the good side of a show like that.
These are all distorted though, because I loved 90210 and Party of Five, but I was 16.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is now, like, I can respect the writing of where this show is, and my whole family has started to watch it. My son begrudgingly, my father-in-law, because it takes unexpected twists and plot jumps that you wouldn't expect for a trite sort of teen show based on that, full well knowing that it's a trite sort of teen-based show. So it's equally fun to sort of hate watch and talk shit your way through as an adult that my son will catch, like think it's hilarious, and my daughter will tell me to shut up every time I'm talking. But like there's one episode left and I'm kind of want to see what happens. So I'm just going to say, The Summer I Turned Pretty, not mad at it. I've watched it as a family because I try to get into what my kids are into, so I have something to talk about with them and like can communicate with them on their level sometimes, and not just always as a parent. And
there's worse things in the world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad things in the world right now. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Turn your brain off every now and then.
Yeah. So that's what I got. Summer I Turned Pretty. It's just ending, and I'm excited to see how it ends.
Okay.
I don't know if excited is the word. I am.
Your interest is piqued.
Yes. I'm invested too much to not know how it ends. You know?
Sure.
So that's what I got. Did I buy you some time to think about?
No, I had one. I just, and I wanted to speak to you about this in particular. Yeah. There is a new show on HBO called Task.
Philly,
dude.
I've watched 50 minutes of the first hour.
There's only
of the first episode.
Oh, okay.
The first hour of
there's only
an hour.
2 episodes out.
Okay.
So you've seen most of it.
Okay.
It's by the creator and or director of Murder Dirter, aka Mayor of Easttown.
Hey, Mayor. You want to go get a steak, Mayor?
The Philly accents in this show
are off the
sublime.
Charts. Although Mark Ruffalo dropped Making Scrapple.
Scrapple, dude. I had to look up what Scrapple
heading out
was.
for a hoagie.
Yeah.
And like Concha Hawkin or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was like in succession. It was like, hey, get a hoagie.
It was in like the first 5 minutes of the first episode.
I was like, what are we doing? we don't need to pander that hard.
I didn't know what Scrapple was, dude.
So I'm glad they backed off it a little bit.
They did, yeah.
Because if it was like,
An
go
hour.
Eagles, Concha and Ed, the Schuylkill, like we're going down to get a sandwich. Hey, we're going to go to Rita's and get a water ice. Like, which they also said.
What's the convenience store there? Wawa?
Wawa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wawa is fantastic.
They haven't brought that up, but I just know that's regional.
It was like heavy.
Is that like a
on
Quick
it.
Trip situation?
Oh, it's so much better than Quick Trip could
Quick
ever
Trip's
be.
great, dude.
Wawa is like, so Quick Trip has an affiliate somewhere in Wisconsin and somewhere in
Come and Go?
no, it's Quick Trip, but it's like Quick Star Quick Trip. It's like it's got an extra thing, and it is the closest equivalent to Wawa. So they have a proper sandwich shop in there where you can get breakfast sandwiches made to order, hoagies made to order, cheesesteaks made to order, slices of pizza, fried chicken sandwiches, fried chicken tenders, and like they're not bad, man.
Yeah.
And it's super clean, and just like some of the newer Wawas.
It's a lot better than fast food, probably.
The old Wawas look like Super America, which 7-Eleven has destroyed. Super Americas or what are now Speedways are trash.
Yeah.
I can't stand I can't even stand walking into them.
No.
They're disgusting.
They're gross.
Doesn't matter where they are, they're disgusting.
You're banned. Speedway's banned.
Holiday's in the middle.
Yeah.
Quick Trip for here is really good. Like they're really nice. The new Wawas are like
Another
here.
level.
And then there's Sheets. And so Sheets is like the rural Pennsylvania
Wawa.
side of things, and Wawa's like the Philly side of things. And there's are you a Sheets guy or a Wawa guy? But Wawa's legit. Back to the show.
It's a great show.
So I'm really, really interested in where it goes.
Yeah.
And I have to finish the first episode, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
But they laid it on thick with the Philadelphia accent.
They did.
They took Mayor and
They
and
did.
went,
But I feel like it's, and I wanted to talk about the accents with you first, but I feel like it's reductive to whittle it down to the accents because the content of the show and the acting performances and
Great
the plot
cast.
and the cast is all so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig it, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And I thought Mayor of Easttown was one of the best things on TV at that
So
particular
good.
time.
Mayor of Easttown was great.
So, I'm excited to see where it goes. Good show. That's good, man.
Well, I got one more. Minnesota Lynx, baby.
Yeah. Oh,
Playoff
of course.
time.
Oh, it's playoff time.
I watched. It's also the anniversary of our podcast because when we started our podcast, is that what you were about to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just came to this realization.
So we jumped in more in the finals last year.
It was right before the finals, I think.
So
Second round.
Probably got another month before the actual anniversary.
Yeah, maybe maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
So that means we're getting close to 40 episodes. So in a year, that means we've only taken a third of the year off.
Sounds about right.
More so in the busy time of the summer, but congrats to us and the Lynx.
Congrats to us and the
And
that's
the Lynx.
that's great. That'll be a good benchmark barometer for how we'll know
Every year.
when the WNBA playoffs start. Are we successful?
Yeah.
Are the Lynx successful? The playoffs are starting.
Hey, I don't think Nafisa is going to win MVP.
Yeah, she is.
I hope she does.
Yeah.
I hope she does, but I don't think she will because of what Asia Wilson has been doing in the last month and a half or so. But that being said, I'll sacrifice a Nafisa MVP for another chip.
Oh yeah, I will too.
And hear this now: if we
Hear this now.
hear this now, if we make the finals, we're gonna do a "This Must Be the Place" watch party at the Riverview.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna do like a thing. And then
well, they
make-
already won their first round series
Yes.
against the Golden
Sweep.
State Valkyries. Yep, 2-0 sweep. And I watched both games, but the second game was great because we came back from down 17.
Dude, they need to make all of them best of 7. By the way,
The championship
best of 5.
was best of 5 this year. Best of 7.
Good.
2-2-1-1-1.
Good. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just too good. The product is too good.
It's really good, and
the links are too freaking good.
and they've got charisma and dynamism.
Yes.
They've got Courtney
Aura.
Williams.
They have aura.
They have aura, dude.
Yes.
Courtney Williams
Yeah.
and Natisha Heidemann with the dyed short
Yep.
hair.
Yep.
and Kayla McBride bombing
Can I
threes.
say
Alana
something
Smith
else?
won Defensive Player of the Year.
We're talking-
Nafisa Collier.
We're talking down the road.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring Paige Beckers home.
Yeah.
Down the road, right?
Yeah, 5 years.
Get through with your first Stars contract.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, even if it's a little hometown discount, come here.
Yeah.
Take us into the next decade
Yeah.
of Lynx championships for your hometown team. I mean, what a story that
We could
would
be the fucking Yankees. dude.
because she is fucking
yeah,
the truth.
she won Rookie of the Year.
She's the truth. But shout out the Lynx, man. You're absolutely right. Go Lynx.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
This must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place.